organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Just ahead on this Thursday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV, UI officials are asking students to speak out on sexual assault, but how much is actually being said? Plus, learn how one cultural group on campus of the UI is working to incorporate everyone.
And in sports, we have a lot coming up about football for the pregame show. Don't go anywhere. We also have field hockey preview and an interview.
We have all the latest and greatest news coming up. You're watching Daily Iowan TV. Good morning and thanks for tuning in to yet another live edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Keaton Fuller. University of Iowa officials are asking students and faculty to speak out on sexual assault. On Wednesday morning, UI staff members released results of a sexual assault survey sent out to students in the fall of 2015. The study discovered 12 key findings. Among them, for students who reported any unwanted sexual contact, 56.3% said the offender was using alcohol during the incident, and 64.5% admitted that they were drinking during the assault. 79.8% of students who experienced sexual assault reported having known the attacker. Of students who were sexually assaulted, less than half of them chose to report the incident to someone. Only 51% of those students who responded to the survey agreed or strongly agreed that they would know where to go to get help if they or a friend was sexually assaulted. Possibly the most striking result of the survey was the lack of student response. Only 9.3% of UI student body took the survey, and females made up 73.5% of the respondents. While there may be a lack of students speaking up on sexual assault here at the UI, there's no shortage of speech surrounding the issue of police and civilian interactions taking place throughout the country. In the wake of more tragedy this week in which 2 African Americans lost their lives at the hands of police officers in Oklahoma and Charlotte, Iowa City Councilman Kingsley Botchway is speaking out on police brutality. Botchway hopes to continue to keep Iowa City Police accountable for their actions in the event of the incident, present and future. While Iowa City Police officers and community members' safety are Councilman Botchway's top priority, he wants to work with other cities to reduce the violence.
I pray that it doesn't happen here. I want to work to ensure that it doesn't happen here. I hope to make a model for other places so that, if it works here, if we cannot have it happen here, we can go out and go to other cities and say, here are the different things that have happened.
Meetings regarding this pressing issue to hopefully find a common ground and solidify a solution. Councilman Botchway also spoke on a recent Iowa City Council proposal that could reduce penalties against businesses caught selling alcohol to minors. The proposal would reduce the window of punishment of being considered a repeat offender from 5 years to 2.
If there's a gap, how wide that gap is, what can we do to ensure that the gap from a serial offender standpoint can reduce to folks that are doing it less on a consistent basis.
Councilman Botchway is still hesitant to vote for the ordinance moving forward until speaking with university groups on the issue. Certainly a lot going on this week, both nationally and right here in Iowa City. And it definitely doesn't help that we've seen some extremely hot temperatures throughout the week. Let's check in with our weather expert, Noah Gowdy, who's standing by in the weather studio to give us an update on the forecast. Noah, is this heat going to go away?
Thanks, Keaton. I know this week has seen its fair share of hot temperatures, and sadly, we are going to have a few more days of temperatures in the upper 80s heading our way. Now let's look at today's forecast. This morning, we see some temperatures in the lower 70s, but by this afternoon, temperatures should be climbing back up in the 80s with some overcast skies. This evening, we'll see some temperatures drop slightly down to 75 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Tomorrow morning, we are looking at temperatures around 70 degrees to kick off our day with mostly cloudy skies. Now let's take a look at our 6-day forecast. Friday, we are looking at another hot day with temperatures reaching a high of 85 degrees and some partly cloudy skies. Saturday, you might need to break out your sunscreen as we're looking at what will be the hottest day with temperatures reaching highs of up to 88 degrees with clear and sunny skies. As we move into Sunday, we are going to need our umbrellas again as we have a 90% chance of thunderstorms throughout the entire day. That rain looks like it is going to continue over into next week as we are seeing a 60% chance of thunderstorms on Monday with temperatures dropping down to a high of 72 degrees. Tuesday, we're looking at more rain heading our way with a 50% chance of scattered thunderstorms throughout the day and a high of 70 degrees. That's all for our weather today. Back to Keaton at the desk.
It's not often that you hear the phrase edible classroom, but Iowa City has one of its very own. Daily Iowan TV reporter Haley Van Dyke got the privilege to speak with co-director of Backyard Abundance, Fred Meyer, to tell us what it's all about. For more on that, you can check it out on our website, dailyiowantv.com.
Located on the south side of the Robert A. Lee Recreation Center, you will find a beautiful array of fruits and vegetables that you can come and harvest yourself. I was able to speak with the co-director, Fred Meyer, to tell us more about the edible classroom and what it has in store.
So these are sour gherkins, a very small cucumber, Mexican sour gherkins, and they are just delicious. And these are one of the foods that people can come down here and harvest for absolutely free. And we've also got yummy little cherry tomatoes that folks can harvest for free. And one of the things we want to do through that classroom and through all of our classes that we're holding this spring is show people a wide variety.
According to the university, Hispanic students make up only 6.2% of the student population as of last year.
It's a month of all the celebrations that I can celebrate my culture, not just within the Latino community, but like everybody else, and make them aware of what Latino Heritage Month is. But I don't think like most people at the university know like what Latinx Heritage Month is.
Many Hispanic student organizations are taking an active role in Latinx Heritage Month, including multicultural fraternities and sororities, a part of the Multicultural Greek Council.
The MGC, Multicultural Greek Community, is trying to get more involved and promote events that are tailored to including other people besides just Latinos, Latinas.
This includes Joanna's sorority, Sigma Lambda Beta.
We try to attend and just be sure to support them just like we would want them to support us.
Be sure to check out more of their events coming up throughout September and into October. Ryan Scott, Daily Iowan TV.
Another week, and the Iowa City Board of Adjustment has yet again delayed the decision regarding the building of a 75,000 square foot home that will be modeled after Kinnick Stadium. The board met last night to discuss the topic, in which they received concerns from community members for the opening 2 hours of the session. Neighbors argued the home poses a safety problem because of the length of the road to the home would be too long for safety responders to get to the home in time in case of an emergency. The board has asked the couple who wishes to build the home if they would be willing to work with the city to make changes on the home. The board plans to have a decision ready by next week. As the week closes, Iowa fans are eager to see which Iowa football team will show up on Saturday, but we can't leave out all the other Hawkeye sports going on this weekend, as it is a Big Ten kickoff for quite a few teams. Our own Erin Erickson has the scoop in the sports studio, so let's toss it over to her. Erin, what's going on?
Well, field hockey is the only team at home this weekend, and that's how we'll start things off today with an exclusive one-on-one with head coach Lisa Salucci from the field hockey team. At 6-2 on the season, Coach Lucci and her team is off to a strong start. One of those losses coming from number 4 Penn State last Friday, and they look to bounce back with 2 home games again this weekend against Maryland and Rutgers. Taylor Van Fleet is standing by with the coach.
Thanks, guys. I'm here. So, Coach, this past weekend you just transitioned into conference play against number 4 Penn State. It was a tough loss, hard-fought battle until the very end. Tell me, what did you take out of that, and how do you plan on applying that moving forward?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I took out of it that we can compete with anybody in the country, which I felt like I already knew, but it was great to see that again. And just that we need to overall be able to manage games much, much better. The end of each half is kind of where we're really let down, so we need to just manage the game much better, and that's something we'll be practicing all week.
And you have 2 Big Ten matchups at home this weekend, Friday against Maryland and Sunday against Rutgers. What is your mindset going into these 2 tough matchups this weekend?
Yeah, first and foremost that, we need to prepare as best we can to really get 2 wins. I mean, that we need to be right back in the Big Ten race, and to be able to beat Maryland and Rutgers would be outstanding and put us right back up at the top of the Big Ten standings. But our team's just focused on the process every day and just getting a little bit better each day here at practice and being really prepared.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Friday, they will be against Maryland at 3 p.m. Sunday against Rutgers at 12 p.m. John Leo will have the full recap on Monday's show. Another team off to a good start is Iowa volleyball as they start Big Ten play this weekend at Michigan State and Michigan. And while they have turned over a new leaf this season, they've brought in 1 new transfer who's making a huge difference. Ashlyn Bauer has the story.
Iowa volleyball is on the rise again this year with bigger strides than last year. A few more good ones that have been made by Coach Szymanski, with bringing in new transfers. One that is really making a difference is Megan Bizzario.
A lot of it is just Megan has an ability to play the whole game. She's passing, defending, serving, blocking, hitting. I mean, she plays the whole game. And those players are becoming more and more rare. And I think that happens in every sport where there's so much specialization that they don't develop all of the skills very well. And Megan really has all of the skills. So, Buzz continues to contribute sometimes in small ways, sometimes just about her steadiness. Sometimes it is being the glue player. And then there have been times this season already where she's all of a sudden she's the firebrand and she's bringing the heat. She's the one swinging and scoring, whether it's out of the back row or the front row. So really great contribution and has some really unique qualities that she continues to serve her teammates with.
But this transfer wasn't an easy decision for Bizzario. California native had to leave the West and come experience the Midwest.
I really like the Midwest a lot. It's definitely a different culture out here from California, but I like the college town in Iowa, and I love the support system we have here.
With winning individual awards at tournaments, this California girl has 3 more years in the Midwest to help the Hawkeyes climb their way in the Big Ten. I'm Ashlyn Bauer, Daily Iowan TV.
Of course, it's tough being so far from California, but I know Iowa is really using her this season. They will definitely need her this upcoming weekend. Soccer also continues Big Ten play this weekend, starting at Penn State on Friday before heading to Ohio State on Sunday. One team was supposed to start their season this weekend, and that was the Iowa rowing team when they were slated to travel to Des Moines, but unfortunately, the Des Moines River is too high for competition. This is the first time ever that it's been canceled in 33 years. Well, after a surprising loss to FCS opponent North Dakota State this past weekend, Iowa football is on the road for the first time this season. Catch Taylor and Katie tomorrow morning on our pregame show, where they'll highlight and preview the matchup against Rutgers, as well as some insight on why Desmond King is not listed as a captain this weekend.
That will conclude our Thursday edition of Daily Iowan TV. Remember to check out our website, dailyiowan.com, for all of the latest daily news. For Daily Iowan TV, I'm Keaton Fuller. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.